What's going on, you guys? We're back with another video. Today we're going to be installing the RS Nav version 5. I believe it's version 5. So it has the updated screen, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than, oh, that might be upside down, a little bit bigger than that one. So yeah, I am excited to install that today. I'm going to be going through the whole process, taking apart the center console. You do have to take the glove box off as well. So I'm going to record all that on the GoPro, and yeah, we'll see if I install it correctly. All right, to take the glove box out, there's some bolts you got to take out underneath here. You got to take this out. That'll show a spot for a couple bolts, and then there's one right here, one right here. That whole bottom part will come unclipped. I believe there's one behind this panel right here, and there's one right there that's already kind of out because I did it earlier. This one, that's almost out. These two, this middle one, and that one right there. And then this whole thing should drop out, which you'll see in a second. All right, next up we have here are the wires, the screen, everything like that. So there's the larger display, much bigger than the OEM. This is the replacement for, you know, the OEM screen housing that goes around it. This is kind of the big harness that you need. This is gonna basically go in the back of the radio. This will go into, actually no, this will go into the radio. This is gonna go into the male end of the harness that's already in there. Nothing we're doing with these right here. We do need this to go on the back of the screen. This goes in the back of the screen, and I believe this goes in the back of the screen in those three corresponding spots. We do have the GPS there, which we do need, and that is this one. So that's the GPS. I believe this is Wi-Fi. This is the microphone, and this is, I believe, coax, but I'm not sure. I don't think we need that. The next part is the AC control unit. I believe I heard this mentioned, works with the backup camera, or I guess controls the same. I guess the harness that's already in there controls backup camera, but it on a B8 it goes in the back of the AC control unit in the center console. But on B8.5, I don't know if it's because I have a 3G plus, I believe, MMI, that it's actually in the glove box. So I will show you that as well. But yeah, then we also need this, which we'll show you what that replaces as well. But this is also on the back of the radio. But yeah, it's for the most part it for the wiring. Also wanted to mention, you will need, I'm not sure if you will need it, but very helpful, these keys. They basically go into these little slots right here, like that, and like that. And then once they are clicked in, you just pull and it comes right out. Well, that shouldn't come out, but radio comes out, which is what you need to do. Easy. All right, to start, you want to take off this, which you can just pry underneath the bottom of this and the top of this. You may just have to pull.
Yeah, it's just gonna have tension over here on the right. You just gotta get your finger underneath it and then pull like this, and then it'll pop out.
And then underneath here, there's clips. You want to pull that out, and then you're gonna want to take that wire out, which we have not yet done. Once you pull this out, there might be some tension. So what we did is we took the wires out, which was this one, and these two. There's little point tabs right here. You just want to press on that and it'll slide out. It's kind of tedious, but it'll eventually come out and it'll look like that. All right, so we're gonna feed the first cable, or actually the second cable. We already fed the first one, but this is the antenna wire. You gotta feed that end up here, and to do so, you gotta feed it through that hole first. And pull it.
Come out the side.
Counts like that, and then you take this and show where it needs to go.
All right. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna go all the way up here, or up here. Yeah, you can kind of see his finger right there. You kind of have to. It's better off if you have two people to do it. That way you can kind of hand it off to each other. But it'll go up there, and then that's where it gets to the top.
All right, so this red cable right here, you're gonna have to pull out. It's a pass-through cable for the brown one that we passed through, which is that one. It has a female and a male end. So male is gonna go into there. Flip it.
Look at it. Okay, there we go.
Perfect.
And then this just goes right back where the red one goes. Yeah, flashlight. No, this hand works better, yeah.
Towards me more.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Alright, you heard the click. Perfect.
And then, yeah, once it's good in there, you can kind of get these wires and just tuck them right behind here. And it'll just sit right there. Just leave it there.
Alright, and then that's that cable. Alright, now we are plugging everything back into the back of this box. So this is going to be the corresponding one that was OEM. This is going to be OEM. This is OEM. This is the antenna that we plugged in earlier. This is OEM. This big box is also going to have a wire that passes through the OEM one, which is the pink. Put that to the side.
Okay, so these two are going to go together.
All the way. Yep.
Orientate it like this.
Did you pull the lock back? Yeah.
Go in like that, and then once it's in, you can go ahead and push this closed to lock it.
Yeah, so just to show what you're talking about, there's this clip right here. You can kind of see it's on like a axis. You just pull that out, we'll release these two together, and then to lock them back in, you just push them back in like that. And then the same thing is going to go back into the back of this box. You want to put that locking clip back. I want to lean it a little bit. All right, it locks in like this. Should be like that, and then you lock it in like that, and it should kind of force in.
Yeah, it'll slide itself in as you push the locking clip down.
But that's like that, and then now we just do the corresponding cables, which is, we'll do the blue.
It's gonna be for your OEM antenna.
Pink will probably be last because it has the most stress on the wire. Can those reach or no?
Yeah. Actually, these went down.
All right, I'm gonna cut the video, but you put them all back to the corresponding colors. All right, once everything's plugged in, you can start feeding all the wires to the back. You may have to bring them down here to the bottom underneath, as there's gonna be more room, which we're gonna try to do.
Try to get the slide up. where it gets to slide. Like that. Okay. This one. Yeah, do it like this. Run it out. Try and pull all the harnesses. Can you push it? No, it's saying push this. Oh.
No. We're not even close, are we?
Stuck here. It's supposed to stop here, right? Because then you like push it in finally. Like, doesn't the key bring it out to here?
I don't think we need the keys to put it back. So purple goes into gray. Right.
Yeah. Black, technically.
Black.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot.
Like that's, I feel like this is gonna be harder to tuck. Alright, that's in. This is 4G, right? 4G. Hold on, let me get this out of the way.
Yes, by the tension, I could tell is the GPS.
Alright, that's in. Try not to pull those so we can not have to deal with the slack.
Well, regardless, I gotta
Take it out.
take out this.
The twisty?
I forgot how I twisted it. Can you tell if I'm tightening it or which way would I twist? Twist to the left. The only issue is
What? Which one goes where?
why do we have two of these? Because one, oh, okay, so one goes.
All right, for the more straightforward part of, you know, getting the screen in and everything like that, I'm just going to go over the diagram on how to connect it. So if you see here, this is the diagram. The blue and purple plug that I mentioned, so the blue is going to go right here into the back of the screen. The purple is going to connect to the OEM black wire that comes off of the OEM screen. That's where that connection is made. In the back of the screen, as you can see right here, that is the very large harness. This is going to be the USB. If you want to, you know, update the CarPlay, it's done through that wire. And so this one right here is actually connected to this one. So these are going to be split. This one and this one are split. This one is going to go into there. The big one is going to go into there, as I don't have this. I don't have the aftermarket amp, so that's going to look a little different for mine. But that's where that goes. GPS, Wi-Fi plug into here, and then after that, it's pretty straightforward. Once everything is plugged in, it technically works. Then you just got to do the housing, which is self-explanatory. You just got to, you know, you take this off. This is going to come off with it. You just got to unclip this from the back, put this one in, clip it in. And then it's basically just snap everything back into how it was. Okay, so one issue that I wanted to bring up was the backup camera. It would display basically a blank screen. Like, it would show the backup camera, but it would display a blank screen. And then my parking sensors were just going off. So, you know, the beep noise, but just at a constant, was going off entirely. You have to go into the settings, which not this screen, this is the CarPlay screen. You go into the settings, and then you'll see backup camera output. You just got to switch it over to OEM camera so that the RS Nav knows that you want to use the OEM camera and the OEM sensors. You know, other than that, everything works perfectly. CarPlay works, music works. The music doesn't work through the CarPlay specifically. It still connects to the car itself. So when playing music, you just play the music through the original Audi Bluetooth. And then CarPlay just runs simultaneously in the background. But yeah, that's pretty much straightforward. If anyone has questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll definitely help out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.